Hello and welcome to Fantasy Access Week 3, 2025.
Let's go. Week 3.
Let's go. We're ready.
We're in it.
We're in it.
In it now.
We got 2 weeks of data to go off of.
I know. It's exciting.
Yeah.
We just get to see the pendulum swing from week 1 to week 2 and all the fun that comes with it. But it has been fun, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Watching football. There's been some good games. Some
Crazy
primetime games that have been really good.
That Giants game, the
Yeah.
Cowboys game.
Oh, yeah.
It's literal insanity.
Yeah. So we will get right into it. Quick question today is if you could poach one player from another team to add to your fantasy team, who would it be?
That's easy.
Easy schmeezy?
Easy schmeezy. That's an easy question.
Who you got?
You know exactly who it is.
Oh.
Because you can't fight on a fair playing field.
Ibuka.
Yeah. Emeka Ibuka. I mean, I wish he could have been a secret. I mean, it brings up the side question that if the league that we're in truly just if I only drafted and only had on my team Jets and Ohio State players, and I agreed to not touch anyone else. You guys have everybody else, which is like what it should be. Like I will not touch.
It's like one of those specific leagues
of the league. I think I'd win.
You could.
Yeah. He's the guy. They seem to be finding him in the end zone now. 3 touchdowns already. So and they're playing a team this week that's given up 30 points both games. So that's the guy.
Yeah, love that.
Jim. Obviously you do.
My answer was a little more, top of the fantasy scorings. It's Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah.
In fantasy, drafting quarterbacks is so tricky, and Lamar Jackson was a second round pick, and I never wanted to pay the price, but man, sometimes it'd be nice if you just took him in the second round and then forget about it the rest of the way.
And he gets you 20 plus every single
game. It's like clockwork.
Yeah, he's excellent. That team looks good too. Mine would be Johnny Taylor. I had a feeling he was going to have a good year, and so far that offense has looked good.
Yeah.
And I just like watching him play. That's one of the reasons I like having him on my fantasy team. He's just a good runner. Kind of finds a little bit patient. He'll find the hole, and then he's just gone. And it's he had a great week last week. He's dominating, obviously, the snaps on his team. So
yeah, poised for a good year. He had a couple down years, right? Or like
some injury stuff with like ankles.
No, he seems like he's back to whatever it was a few years ago.
Yes, love me some Johnny Taylor. So would be nice, but maybe in the future we'll make trades for these guys. But getting right into it, we'll get chopping in our Chop It Up segment. We've got kind of 3 different sections of this segment.
Sub-segments.
There's a lot to chop up, so we have to break it down somehow. So, so first off, the not so good news, some of the injuries. The big one, Joe Burrow, very sad. My MVP call.
I called them to the Super Bowl.
You had the Super Bowl call. Jared wanted the stack with his Jamar Chase on one of his teams.
Yep.
Just
bummer.
Not going to happen.
I mean, I've seen so many unbelievable like social media posts about this. Like, you can't find 5 guys. You can't find 5 in all of America, right? You can't find 5 people to block for him. It really it's been wild. Like it makes you think about like the way that other teams, like the old like what do you call it? Like Cowboys team from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They went like offensive line in the first like early rounds of the draft, and then boom, Ezekiel Elliott, and it's like, wow, all right, so we have a top-notch offensive line, together. and we can move the football.
It's like the Lions just did that too.
Kind of the same thing, right? You see teams, like this is it's just not the way they went. they have so much money tied up everywhere else that like they can't seem to get an offensive line, and it really, really sucks for Burrow. People were making the comparison to Andrew Luck, which I think is not a really bad comparison. Like, a guy that is a top tier quarterback just gets beaten down every single year.
Yeah, it's true.
He's been a comeback player of the year twice already, 2 times, and he's 28.
That's crazy.
Right? Like,
He'll have a shot for it next year too.
I know, like that's the thing. So,
well, hopefully they figure that out.
Yeah.
That kind of, that takes Chase gets a knock, Higgins gets a knock, Chase Brown, just that whole offense.
well, maybe not. We'll see. Right?
I mean, at least a knock though.
We'll see.
Brown is
Brown
he
can
can't be
sling
as
the
good
football.
as Burrow.
Well, people were saying that about a little guy named Tom Brady back in the day.
Little
See what
guy.
happens. Yeah.
Now there's a couple other ones. J.J. McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, both out a couple of weeks. It looks like, or Daniels he might be okay.
I thought, is he out? I thought
He was just questionable this
He's
week.
questionable. Okay.
Yeah.
McCarthy's out.
McCarthy
is out for 2 to 4 weeks.
Yes.
Daniels is just questionable, but he had a knee injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not practicing today, but I thought there was like optimism that he would be okay.
So he's questionable.
It's Marcus Mariota behind him. Who's the quarterback behind McCarthy? I mean,
Carson Wentz.
oh yeah, that's right. They were talking about that. Yes, Carson
So that
Wentz.
could be interesting.
That coach seems to know how to coach up QBs, so there's maybe some potential like upside fantasy value.
Carson Wentz at least has a history of being, not bad.
Right.
Right,
He
he
wasn't
was
this great. He's a
MVP
backup for a
candidate
reason
years
right now.
ago,
Yeah.
but
And
So
they're playing
it's-
Cincinnati, I think, so that
So-
defense isn't too scary.
There you go.
Another quarterback, Justin Fields, our guy, rough game last week.
yeah, he got beat up pretty good.
And then also had a concussion, so he is out. They
He's
decided that today, I think.
oh, is he officially out now? I didn't see that. I know that it was going to be if he couldn't practice Friday.
I
That
thought I saw officially out
yeah,
today.
I wouldn't be surprised. Just not a smart move.
Nope.
So
And then Aaron Jones has a hamstring and has been put on IR, so he's out at least 4 games. Opens the door a little bit for Jordan Mason.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, and
Kind of even more. It does seem like Mason kind of already carved out a role for himself.
yeah,
But, now
yeah.
it's,
But there was a little bit of a split going on,
Yeah.
and now,
so now gets handed the keys
right.
and without, not that McCarthy was doing really well, but now they'll probably especially lean on that run game
Yeah.
to kind of carry that offense.
So those are the major injuries. Anything else? Those are the ones off the top of my head I could think of. Not too many other major ones, which knock on wood.
Yeah, those are some pretty big ones though.
Yeah.
4.
A lot of
4
QBs.
QBs.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully those guys heal up and get back soon. Our next little section of this segment is our Jekyll and Hyde picks. So these are guys / teams that played well in week 1, but not this last week,
Or vice versa.
Yeah. So kind of an on or off situation.
Yeah. So, do we believe in them? Are they
Yeah.
Jekyll
Right.
or are they Hyde?
That's what we're here to discuss,
All right.
to chop it up.
Yeah.
First one is the Jets defense or
Offense.
Jets offense.
Hmm.
30 points week 1.
Yeah.
Fields looked great. Garrett Wilson.
The connection,
The
Brees Hall.
running backs, yeah.
There
everybody.
was fantasy points galore on that.
Against
Okay.
what we thought was a good Pittsburgh defense.
we thought would be a good, and then a team that let up 40 points the week before shuts them down. I don't know, probably somewhere in the middle. Not ideal that Fields is out this week. That probably makes it a little bit harder for them. But
Did you watch that Bills Jets game?
yeah.
Was it Fields or was it just under?
Fields was
Seemed like he was,
inaccurate with the football. He missed a few guys that
Yeah.
were pretty wide open.
And then was also getting chased around a lot, right?
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. I don't like. It's unclear if I don't know. He got hit pretty hard like in the first half. That I was like, it's one of those like he slid and the defender came at him anyway. No penalty. But
might have thrown him off a little.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I like to think that there's enough talent there to be like somewhere in between where they were. But I don't know. With Fields out right now, I don't think there's a lot of. It's more Hyde than Jekyll. Actually, I don't know who's who in that scenario. Like,
Dr. Jekyll is like the normal person, and Mr. Hyde is his evil alter ego.
We'll say Hyde is your team. You're not going to be as good then.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be more Hyde.
Yeah. Another guy, tale of two tapes here. Russell Wilson, week 1.
Tale of 2 tapes. That was a good one.
Week 1 looked like he didn't belong on the field, and then
like
week 2,
yeah.
Week 2, he's throwing moonballs to
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors that are crazy.
Also threw a moonball to the defense there at the end, but I don't know. What do you think, Jared?
It's just kind of a general Russell Wilson non-believer, and so that feels like that could have just been a case of game devolved into a shootout, division rivalry. Like anything can kind of happen in those games. I don't trust Dallas all the way either as being a good team. So could just been a slip up on their part. So I'm just kind of not really going to believe. And then again, when they needed him to do good, he throws it up and gets picked off anyway. So I feel like that's kind of,
He made some vintage Russell Wilson throws, but he
loves that moon ball.
Yeah, but he's still
but I don't know that they're
falling off a little.
I had Burrow, so I was in the market to pick somebody up, and he was not not in my consideration. I don't know what happened, but like flash in the pan, I guess, or lightning struck, and I'm not certain it's going to strike twice for them.
Yeah.
So I'd say stay away. He's more Hyde.
All right.
Besides, I want to get the kid in.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Lions offense had a rough go week 1, and then they looked pretty good this week.
Turned it on.
Yeah.
And that shape, joke's on me.
Poured it on, too.
I sat Jameson Williams thinking that we don't know if this offense is going to, and then he goes off. How much of that was because they were playing Ben Johnson and the old coach, the old
really
OC wanted to stick it to him somehow.
See the Giants defense celebration where
the Lions.
Yeah,
they did the fake
stumble play in the end zone to celebrate
that was a good one. They ran that play. Again, there's too much talent on that offense to think that they're going to be completely Hyde. I don't know, like that was at home for them, right? So like what happens when they go back on the road? I don't know. I'd like to think that they'd be more Jekyll there and have more opportunities.
I think we had the Lions in some of our Super Bowl picks, and I think that they'll figure it out and stay hot, however you want to say it. But
we're gonna buy all those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bo Nix,
your boy,
little bounce back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
Sat him on my bench because
there you go.
I thought
because he did you dirty week 1.
Need him to warm up a little bit, but he's warm now. So
so
off we go.
Still believing.
Yeah, still believing.
Okay.
When you believe in preseason and then you kind of get a 1-1, you kind of want to lean back on what you're thinking all preseason. And so I'm going to chalk it up to a bad first week. And,
the kinks out.
More times than not, I think he'll be good to go.
And he didn't even Cortland Sutton didn't have a huge game, so.
No, yeah.
Like there's
Troy
more on the
Franklin
bone there.
stepping up. Marvin Mims caught a touchdown. Yeah. So maybe you're kind of seeing it kind of really was just Sutton last year, at least being relevant. And so maybe you're kind of seeing more of a everyone stepping up here and there, which, muddies the wide receiver room when you're looking for fantasy value. But, at least for Bo Nix, it's nice to know that he can go to several guys.
Yeah. Another QB, Aaron Rodgers. Great week 1. Not so good.
Hyde all the way.
This is what we were expecting.
Yeah,
was
this is more like,
Jets Rodgers.
And that's, I do like Aaron. He's a Hall of Famer. Do like Aaron Rodgers, but like it's so Aaron Rodgers to be like, well, those guys thought I couldn't play anymore, and then like he goes out and couldn't play. Like it just is one like a thing.
He had all that rest for week 1.
and
did not have
second he has to go back on the grind.
Revenge game. Factor that into it in week 1, and I think you're going to see more of that in week 2. Or what you saw in week 2. I mean, the team will probably get to 9 wins because they always do.
Yeah.
But it won't be because he's like having 300-yard games and 3 touchdowns. And that kind of. I don't think he's the MVP. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is behind us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I got another one. Dude, you didn't put down your boy, Ramondre Stevenson.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Jekyll or Hyde. So first week, I think he had like 30 yards or something, and then last week he had 50-something rushing, 80 or 90 passing.
Yeah,
he caught that
one long
that
pass
big
on the sideline.
route, which very un-Ramondre of him. I mean, was the largest pass of his career.
Yeah.
And Drake May's longest pass of his career.
How about that?
50-yarder or something.
Longer.
Right. So that's
he got caught, right?
there's
Somebody else was catching the ball.
There's a point I made to my friend when I was watching. They had 2 pass plays to Ramondre Stevenson, one even being like a design screen, and then they swap them out. Travion Henderson comes in, and it's 2 rushes up the middle, and
They
I'm
need to
like,
flip that.
"You right?
Like, did you guys confuse
Don't
people
right.
here? Like,
Don't you know what
Are they-
personnel you have on the field?"
Do you think they're pulling a fast one?
Keeping the
Right,
defense
right.
guessing.
Right. Like, oh, Ramondre's in. They'll rush it up the middle. Oh, a screen. And then Henderson comes up and like, oh, they'll throw a screen again. Oh, he's rushing up the middle. But it went for like the screen didn't go
It's not
far.
worth it.
And then the 2 rushes went for 3 yards. And it was like, what are we doing here?
Henderson touched the ball 10 times.
I think Henderson had a couple of
5
penalties.
I think he
Though.
touched it 5 times.
Did
2
you hear that?
catches, 3 carries.
Yeah.
He had like some penalties early on, and
Did
I
he?
think that
Henderson?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but it's possible.
neither.
He did get called for a hold, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
In the pass blocking, and
Yes, he did.
so that caused, I think, a little bit of
Hesitation.
leaning towards Ramondre a couple times.
Well, so what's his? What do you got him as?
I think Ramondre's
He's sitting
gonna.
on the.
He's
on
gonna be good.
Our league, you can get him right now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be good for a few weeks until they can really get Henderson all the way into his pass blocking and like completely acclimated to the NFL speed of everything. And like we said last time, he is the most dynamic player. But like if you're gonna get holding calls or whatever it was, like that's not helping. So I think they're gonna lean Ramondre for a few weeks, and then I think that transition will come mid-season.
And I think there's also a world where they just kind of don't go away from Stevenson. Like a lot of people coming into the season were, a lot of the fantasy community was so willing to toss aside Stevenson because he's not that good. He's inefficient. He has fumbling issues. But he's a player that the Patriots kind of like. They signed him to, kind of a big contract, and he's, a bigger body than Henderson. So I think there's, for the rest of the season, I think there's situations where they're absolutely going to go to him more often than not. Henderson can absolutely carve out the receiving role because, while Stevenson had that nice catch, this week, that's not what he's there for. It was honestly the way it stuck to his hands and his outstretched arms. It's a miracle he came down with that. Honestly. So, hopefully those kind of plays eventually go to Henderson, and that's where he gets his value.
All in space.
But
yeah.
11 carries for Stevenson, 5 to Gibson for some reason,
Right, yeah, that
and
was
3 to
weird, too.
Henderson. That's I think Stevenson
Malpractice.
would still,
Yeah.
Well, Gibson got that kickoff return.
He did.
which was
He did.
pretty cool.
Yeah. That was crazy. Back-to-back returns
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. In the next part, we've got Are You For Real? The guys that have kind of broken out that we did not expect. The one jumps right out is Daniel Jones, who somehow has got this resurrection. Seems like not very good with the Giants. We were saying earlier he left last year in the midseason and went to that good coach in Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Right, went to QB school.
School,
up
maybe
in
got
Minnesota.
right, and now signed with the Colts and has that offense humming.
Yeah, I think that's real.
Yeah.
2
I
weeks in
think
a
that's
row,
real.
25 plus points.
Yeah.
Both weeks.
I think it's real. I think it says that maybe they don't know what they're doing in New York. And also, yes, is maybe he's a little bit older. Maybe he's a little bit more mature. We've seen this.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, like these guys that in their 5th year on a new team start to figure it out. And remember, this I think their head coach, he's the old offensive coordinator for the Eagles, I think, if I remember right. And like he's gonna find creative ways to get the ball out. I think this is a real breakout. I mean, I just picked him up. That's who I went after instead of Russell Wilson.
I think it's a good choice.
Burrow went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that?
And Shane Steichen.
Yeah, he's the
I don't
old.
know.
I think he was the old Philly coordinator.
Yes.
Yeah,
For a couple years.
when
there.
they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when they made it to the Super Bowl. He didn't win the Super Bowl. Yeah.
So that was just last year. Yeah. And not to mention offensive line for the Colts.
Very good.
Much better.
Proof
Then-
with Johnny Taylor and his
Yeah,
success.
right.
Right.
And he's got a run game to
And,
lean
you know,
on.
especially compared to probably what they had in New York. But
And
so
Taylor's
just
caught
kind
a
of-
couple balls too, I think. So
Yes.
he's using all of his
All-purpose
weapons.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot surrounding Daniel Jones that's improved. You know, maybe he learned something in Minnesota that stuck with him and he figured it out. I'm still a little scared. I feel like it's hard to believe. Like it's hard to believe Daniel Jones is bad. He was a bad quarterback and bad for fantasy. It's hard to believe that he is now the QB2 in
Right.
fantasy and is just going to be
Yeah.
that good.
Gonna be good, yeah.
So it's kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, but maybe it just doesn't. And, you know, maybe he doesn't maintain QB2 rest of season, but
Maybe
top 12 is
if you-
easily attainable.
If
Yeah.
you have that,
And that's a starting fantasy quarterback. So
So who do they have this week? They have Tennessee, which actually they played quite well defensively.
Yeah.
Tennessee. So we'll see what he's made of there.
But against Denver, another defense we think is decent, he did pretty well. So
Right.
yeah.
so that's some good data to go
Tennessee thus far through, 2 weeks, but thus far third least points given up to the quarterback position.
Okay.
on. Yeah, I think if you had one of those quarterbacks that
But
went
they haven't
down,
played Daniel Jones yet, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
right,
why.
exactly.
if you had one of those quarterbacks that went down that we were talking about, I definitely think Daniel Jones is a good somebody you can get in the fire
Great
with.
speculative pick.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't. You're only winning. You're not like
Right.
you didn't expect anything. Yeah. You can only see positives.
That's right. Also, we had Jake Browning come in for Burrow and actually,
Put up 20-something points.
yeah, and have Chase have a good day. We don't have as much data on him, obviously, but I think it was surprising that he came in and did as well as he did. Did they win that game?
Yes.
They did.
And they did win.
2-0.
So which is
Yeah,
crazy.
2-0
In the
for
most
the first
ridiculous
time,
way.
right.
So is Browning a guy you can trust going forward? As at least as like a streaming quarterback?
Let's see. So 240 yards.
He did throw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that was where I was going there. Two TDs, but also 3 picks.
Right.
So I don't know. That could.
But he came in 32 attempts. So I think maybe he could be a good fantasy option. I think he'll be much more matchup dependent than Joe Burrow would have been. But I think their offense is still bad. He still has 2 great receivers to get open for him and help him out. And they might have to throw it 50 times a game. And if Jake Browning, is a 60% complete. That could be 30 for close to 30 for 250 yards easily, and a couple of touchdowns, and that's fine for fantasy. So
see if he has the same fate with that offensive line of just being under pressure.
It's not like he's Lamar Jackson, but I think he's a little bit mobile. I think, right?
He has he had the leap over the pile touchdown.
GD.
Oh yeah. Another guy that's been hot that we did not necessarily expect was Javonte Williams, Dallas running back. I think after the year he had last year, where he was kind of middling, maybe still recovering from the injury, he didn't have necessarily the juice that when he came into the league people hoped that he would have. But maybe fully healed on a new team, a team that looks pretty good the first 2 weeks, and he's like, I'm not exactly sure where, but top 5 running back right now.
I think he's got 3 TDs.
Yeah.
54 yards in the first game, 2 TDs, so he's a little touchdown dependent on those points, but he had just under 100 yards last game. So that's
and if they're on the within the 5, he's getting at least a shot at a touchdown every week because there's no other running backs that they're working in.
Right.
They do seem
Miles
much
Sanders
more willing to run it, especially in the red zone, than they had in years past. And it's hard. It's hard to think of Javonte Williams as a big upgrade that all of a sudden they think, hey, we can run it. Yeah. But maybe something clicked. New head coach, where they're more willing to hand it off, see what Williams can do.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would either be trying to sell high on him because you can get good value because he's there right now, or just you could keep him too. And not that this is a trade segment, but I think he's going to stay in the conversation. He's
in the mix.
I think this is sticky. I mean, I don't think he's. I think he's within the same realm of skill as Rico Dowdle was last year. And once they realize that they should just trust Rico Dowdle instead of handing it off to Ezekiel Elliott every other play. When they trust the one guy, that running back for the Cowboys has always been good.
Yeah.
And Javonte Williams thus far seems to just be the guy.
And they're scoring points as a team.
And they're doing well.
Their offense
they're
looks
trusting him
good right now.
Yeah.
He had 6 receptions last week as well.
When you said the new coach there, he's ground and pound city. What's his name? Schottenheimer. So they're gonna want to establish the run. This is not gonna be the CeeDee Lamb show, like it may have tried to be in the past. So I think that's their identity. And if he's the main guy, they seem like they're gonna move the football. I'd say stick with him.
Yeah. Spencer Rattler been playing good for the Saints.
Yeah, I think that might be
getting
real.
some touchdown passes.
Is that? I mean, maybe he's at QB school too with what's his name, the old offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. He's the coach there now. Forget his name.
Kellen
Moore.
Yeah.
He's got a top tier receiver to throw the football to.
Yeah, Olave, and then Juwan Johnson has been the best tight end so far.
So
Johnson, crazy catch.
Yeah.
For Johnson to score last week. So,
it could be for real. We're just waiting on. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just waiting on more results from that. Because everyone sort of thought that was this is going to be the walkover team or the pushover team. But I don't know.
They got some fight.
What did they score last week? Yeah, a little fight in them.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, all right. That's
off
real.
Of
that's
3 Spencer Rattler touchdowns.
That's an NFL team.
That's right competitive, there. Yeah.
So, why not? Could be. I'll at least root for it.
Yeah. All right. And then this last part of this segment is the come on, man, do something. Which, if you've seen the meme the little guy poking with his stick. Kind of that same idea, though. Hey, come on, do something. We're watching you guys. The expectations are there for some of these guys, and nothing's just come of it yet. So I think the big one a lot of people have been talking about is Brian Thomas Jr. last year's star rookie on the Jags. Just has not. He had a rushing touchdown week 1, but he's getting the targets. He's involved, but it's just not clicking. Whether it's Lawrence or
he's arguing with his quarterback, like
and
they're shouting at each other and stuff. Like,
there's
it
some
doesn't
weird-
seem good down there.
yeah,
The coach is yelling at the quarterback to hit people in the chest. Like, I don't know. It seems kind of dysfunctional, if you ask me. But
yeah, no. But the talent's there, and I think we want to see that come together. That he was a high pick for a lot of people for their teams. So I don't know. I just want BTJ to do something.
Right. I mean, has he scored both weeks or he didn't score last week. Yeah.
I mean, he had I think 3 or 4 catches for, like, he scored points, but it wasn't.
It's not the greatest week to lean on him either. They're going to play Houston, and Houston's got a good defense.
Yeah.
So
And a good number 1 corner. I forget
yeah.
his name, but
Stingley.
that sounds right. Yeah.
He's probably top 5 corner in the league.
Yeah. So might be a tough assignment this week, but I think we just see them being on the same page. That would be an improvement.
Yeah.
Isaiah Pacheco, good back on a good offense, we think, and
touches,
it's
man.
not. He's in a split with Kareem Hunt, just not putting up the numbers and the touches that we want to see.
Did
We're
they
just
run
kinda-
him to the ground like a couple years ago? You know what I mean? Like, is he toast?
I mean, he had the injury last year. He broke his fibula or tibula or something, and then came back at the end of the year and was okay. Could be a similar thing that we've seen out of like Javonte Williams or J.K. Dobbins, where that like next year
just
still
takes a year
isn't
to
good,
still recover.
and then kind of comes back after that. But
And last week they were also playing the Eagles. Who
Eagles,
also
true.
have a great defense. So I should have looked who they're playing moving forward. So
they
they got the Giants
this week.
which seems like you can do a track meet there.
yeah,
Followed by Baltimore. It's going to be tough.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to. I was rooting for him, so like I kind of
yeah.
hope he does okay. But yeah, there's a lot of questions about that offense overall, not just with him.
Yeah. So like to see something out of Pacheco. And then these two we could probably do together, but the 2 first-round pick rookies in the NFL draft, the running backs were Ashton Genty and Marion Hampton. They played each other on Monday night, and neither of them have really taken the ball and run with it yet,
Right.
as much as we'd like to have seen so far for fantasy.
Yeah, Hampton 24 yards and Genty 38.
Yeah. Just surprising. I mean, usually those first round guys can put it together pretty quick, but maybe it takes a few weeks for them. I think where they were drafted in fantasy drafts, there's a lot of expectations.
Right.
So
And
these might be like a wait a couple weeks and let them get their feet under them. But
Fantasy players are so quick to just be like, oh, Genty,
heck, yeah.
RB1, like he should be good to go. But it is a jump from college. And it's, it's not.
Yeah.
There's so many other things about the game other than just being fast and running well with the ball.
yeah.
So I think you do really have to give it time. Like they should be good. Once they're fully realized, they should be great.
Yeah. And I do like the Chargers' offense been looking good. So there could be, opportunities for Hampton coming down the road. Genty maybe a little more talented, but that team is a little bit more up and down.
They
don't
I
look
think he'll be
horrible, but
fine. I think he'll be fine.
yeah.
But 38 yards is concerning.
Yeah, that's rough
stat.
for a lot of people's first round pick in fantasy drafts. So, again, the advice, wait and see on them. Hopefully they put it together in the next coming weeks. We might have them in the breakout section in the next week or two to come. And then the last one, another one that's been had a lot of talk about him is AJ Brown. Sometimes they don't even need him.
Keep reading Inner Excellence, man. Sit there on the bench, right? That's that self-help book you was reading. But I think Hurts had 104 yards or something.
They just don't have to throw it, and they don't seem like they even want to throw it.
Yeah.
I think if the Philadelphia Eagles could run it every play, they would. I think
or tush push it every play.
I think if they ever figured out how to get 3 yards on the tush push, I think they would just run that up the field every time.
Waste
3
the whole
yards in a
clock.
cloud of dust.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously had fantasy value over the since Jalen Hurts has been a quarterback. So, but yeah, I do think there's a preference on that team, to be ground and pound, and it seems like Jalen Hurts is been more circumstance has led to him tucking the ball and running a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
he's been very keen to scramble. Just give up
More than maybe
give up on the
usual.
routes and get out of the pocket and take it himself.
So I don't know what that's a function of, but it seems like he's leaning on that a lot, which, great if you have him on your team.
Yeah.
But you have A.J. Brown, maybe not.
So we'll keep an eye on those guys. Hopefully they put it together and some of our expectations come to fruition. But we will see. Getting into some hot takes here. We got our breakout game for week 3. Who we think it's going to be. We got a week 3 bust, whether it's a tough matchup or whatever else. We're just not feeling strongly about that player. And then the smash spot, which we love. Which
I
is
love a
just
good smash.
fill it up. This guy's going to have a great week.
Yeah.
So those are our picks, and Jared's going to start us off with our breakout game.
All right, my breakout game, I mean, it makes total sense. This is a guy who has had limited opportunities. With the opportunities, he's been inefficient, but now it's week 3. Season's coming along. Their starting quarterback is injured, so they might have to rely on the run game. And, would you look at that? Their starting running back was injured as well. We are talking about Bill Merritt Krosky. Or Krosky Merritt? What's his name? Krosky Merritt?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say somebody else because I have the same lead-in.
Oh,
you just
there
did.
you
So
go.
here we
Well, I'm talking about Bill versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
Now should have the lead role in the backfield. Daniels is questionable, but even if, say he plays, maybe they don't want him running as much or him holding onto the ball that long. So I think 3 weeks in, they start to hand the keys a little more to Bill Krosky.
Bill Krosky.
If I say Travion Henderson, will they give him the football?
You could try, yeah.
You've
Might as well put the
been
plug in.
banging that drum.
No, but they don't seem to want to do it. So I'll go with, I'll lean on Spencer Rattler and say finally that Chris Olave finds the end zone. He's had a couple nice games, just not in the end zone.
Yeah.
And let's go with that one. Breakout game for Chris Olave. Finds the end zone finally.
Yep. And then mine, for the same reasons as Jared, is the quarterback is hurt. The starting other running back is hurt. But Jordan Mason,
Yes.
same reasons. But he had started to carve out a role already. But now he has the bell cow title on his name, and he will be hopefully running all over Cincinnati's not so great defense. So I think Jordan Mason has a nice breakout game and more good games to come with his situation. And then our week 3 bust.
I'm going to be a little timid on Puka Nacua this week.
Ooh.
I think he's been really good thus far, but a tough Philadelphia Eagles matchup could just prove a little bit more difficult compared to some of the other, highly expected top scoring players. I think they'll probably have better weeks than Puka will.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All players on the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
All
all
of it.
The Bears.
It's just I think we've seen enough in these 2 weeks to know that you should be tentative to get a lot of fantasy value in that offense right now. I think it's trouble.
Yeah.
So
Who the Bears got?
they have, is it Minnesota? Nope, they have Dallas.
Oh. Yeah.
So not that Dallas has had, a stout defense or anything, but
Just the way things are going.
yeah, it just it doesn't seem.
Yeah,
seem
they
good.
got some things to put together still.
Yeah.
My week 3 bust, I'm going to go with Mike Evans. He's going to get stuck in the Sauce Gardner.
What if they use Sauce Gardner on Buka?
They won't. They won't. Don't talk like that. Yeah, so Ibuka, he's going to have a great game, obviously.
Yeah.
But Mike Evans, he's been okay, obviously, but I think the emergence of Ibuka has given them the ability to kind of go that direction sometimes. They've been throwing the ball a lot to Bucky Irving, and I feel like Sauce Gardner is the strength
Somebody
of
else had a
that
touchdown
Jets
too the other
defense.
night. Miller? Some guy named
Yeah, I think
Miller?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got options down there.
Right. And with Sauce Gardner being the best defender there, I think Mike Evans has just a...
The sauce. Yeah, I love it.
That should be,
That's a good one.
Yeah, and then our smash spot.
My smash spot. I never wanted to believe in this player, but they still seem to like him down there in Kansas City. Hollywood Brown. They draw the Giants matchup this week.
Yeah.
We've seen
That feels good.
We've
Feels
seen
right.
the Giants give up a lot of points, give up a lot of air yards. So that should be, and I think he is the best wide receiver they have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that sounds like a good pick. I'm gonna smash this guy again, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ooh, yeah. They love throwing him the ball.
They just love it. Two games of 100 yards. I don't think he had a touchdown. Did he have a touchdown last week too?
I'm not sure. I
I
just know they throw him the ball a lot.
Yeah, they enjoy
they
throwing
did.
the football.
Yeah, I thought they did.
So I think you're gonna keep seeing that,
Yeah.
and as long as they keep feeding him the ball, I'm gonna keep putting him as my smash spot.
Yeah. And this might be low-hanging fruit, but CeeDee Lamb against a Chicago defense that's still kind of putting things together. They got one guy hurt, Jalen Johnson, I think. But CeeDee's he's been good, and I think there's been meat left on the bone each week still. Hasn't scored yet, so he puts a touchdown in and has been, has another 100-yard game. It's just absolute smash spot for him.
Yeah.
So love to see it. Get into our game pick'ems here, starting with tomorrow's Thursday night game.
Well, can we update the standings?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, all right.
Please do update.
Yeah, they had a big week last week. So Cam still on top with he's 5-3. So Cam went 2-2 last week. Let's
Okay.
see, you won Packers and Patriots, but lost the Jets and the Bears.
Okay.
And then but you're still on top. I'm 4-4. I went 2-2 last week. Won Packers, Pats, lost Jets and Dallas. And then Jared swept the week.
Ooh, we
big
needed
week.
it.
Needed it.
Back.
Got it.
Jekyll or Hyde.
We don't know.
Exactly. We're about to find out. So Jared went 4-0, won Packers, Pats, Bills, and Buccaneers. So
in the closing seconds.
yeah.
Well done.
So we got that, and then we'll update that later, but because that's a part of our standings, but it's baseball related. So that's
Yeah.
a baseball segment. Right. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, that's all good stuff. And so, yeah, we've got Buffalo and Miami. Buffalo's been hot. Miami has not. Yeah. What do we got? We got a
Buffalo
line on
is
that?
at home. They're 11.5-point favorites on a short week.
That's true.
Okay. What do you got?
11.5 is a lot of points. But, man, I think the Dolphins stink. So I'm going to go with Buffalo. I think they can, at home, I think they can route the Dolphins.
I think so, too. Tua had a good week last week, but you can tell, like, watching that game, he is so timid to run the football. Like he won't. He'll have 5-6 yards in front of him. He just won't tuck it and run. I think Buffalo, they've scored probably the most points in the NFL, I would assume, in the first 2 weeks of the season, 41 and then 30 something. So yeah, I don't think it's far fetched to think that they're going to win by 2 touchdowns here. Buffalo.
Very, very tough to do, but I'll take Miami losing, but maybe they can get it within that 11 points. Buffalo has looked dominant.
Division game, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, yeah. Really just to be a little bit different, but yeah, there's not a whole lot to it.
All right. Next up, we got the Jets at Tampa Bay, revenge game for Todd Bowles.
Ooh.
So it's Tampa Bay 6.5-point favorites. I hope I'm wrong, but with Justin Fields out and this being an away game and the Jets having let up 30 points and Baker Mayfield playing the way he is, I think I have to pick Tampa Bay, unfortunately, to cover that.
Yeah. Also, for me, Emeka Mbuka's on Tampa Bay, so they're going. I'll also take the Bucks.
I'll play with the field here. I'll take Tampa Bay. Like you said, giving up 30 points both games. Bucks are good offense. Easy to see them scoring 30 again, and hard to see the Jets scoring 27 points.
Yeah.
So
It'll be interesting to see what Tyrod Taylor is capable of. I think he's one of the better backups, but I don't know, not looking good.
Tough.
And then where are these? Oh, there they are.
New England.
New England is getting the Aaron Rodgers train. So New England hosting Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 1.5 favorite on the road.
Ooh.
How about that? So wild. Cam, what do you got there?
Give me the Patriots.
All right.
They look pretty good. Drake May making some things happen. I can see him pulling it out.
I don't like this one. I think I'm going to follow in your footsteps and pick against my team and hope I'm wrong. So I will go with the Steelers. Home game for the Patriots, could be nice, but, not a long travel. And I think just TJ Watt existing puts a lot of pressure on that new Patriots offensive line. The Patriots, looked like they're getting it together, but they're getting it together against the Miami Dolphins. So not
impressed.
Not
It was
a
Miami.
great resume, thus far.
All the Pittsburgh Steeler players will remember to field the kickoff this week. And so I think this is a bit of a tougher team than Miami was. It was cool to see the Patriots go for that much because it suggests that there could be a future for Travion Henderson to score a lot of fantasy points. But I think that defense might be a tough matchup for him. So I'll take Pittsburgh. All right, and then each of us pick our own game. So what do you got, Jared?
What do you have for the Commanders-Raiders line?
Washington is a 3.5-point favorite at home.
I saw that too. Do you know who their backup quarterback is?
Yes. It is, I just was listening to it this morning. Well, I guess I don't know. I said yes as if I knew, but I heard it earlier. Now you're going to get there faster than me.
Doesn't want to say. Marcus Mariota.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I did say that earlier.
Yep. So you do it.
Yeah, so even if Daniels is out, I will take the Commanders minus 3.5 at home. I think, Eckler out too, but I think the sum of the rest of their parts are better than what the Raiders have going on over there.
Okay. Would you start Terry McLaurin?
There might be a world where if it's Mariota, maybe just kind of hyper targets the best option in front of him.
So Debo?
So I think I would. Yeah. Maybe
That's a good one.
maybe there's a lot of screen game, short field actions going on for Debo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I guess I got to lean in on my my Daniel Jones and go with Indianapolis 2-0, visiting Tennessee, and Indianapolis is a 3.5-point road favorite. So I'll jump on the bandwagon and I'll take Indy minus the 3.5.
And I like my breakout game from Jordan Mason, so we'll look at the Vikings and Cincinnati.
Let me get that for you. Vikings are 3-point favorites at home.
Yeah, and I think I'll take the Vikings.
Okay. All right. So
There we go.
everyone's in a clump. We got Cam with a 1-game advantage over both me and Jared. So we'll see where you go here.
Yeah.
And then to update us on, you picked the big dumper.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And so did Jared.
Yeah.
And I guess I kind of I picked, you guys picked the same guy, so I picked somebody else. I picked Kyle Schwarber. So I believe where we stand right now, Cal Raleigh has 56 home runs. Hit two
just
more
hit a couple
night.
last night. Yeah,
And Kyle Schwarber, I believe, has 53. Is that correct?
53.
Yeah. So
There we go.
it would take a decent little home run jolt by Schwarber to pass him, but we still have a week and a half left of the season.
Schwarber has 10 games. Raleigh has. Oh, that's just games played, so I actually don't know how many they missed.
Yeah.
But
Well, we'd have to go to standings for that, I think, right?
week and a half.
Yeah.
What is it?
Right. Yeah. So there's this weekend, and then the following weekend is the last weekend of the season. So
I mean, I
that's
think
where the dumper.
I think the dumper stays on top.
And I think, like we said before, Seattle is in a playoff
In the
spot.
hunt,
They
so.
they need to be playing all their guys. They can't be taking guys out. The Phillies are 8 games up.
Right.
Although Kyle Schwarber is just really a DH, so it's not. And if he's chasing history, they might let him, keep
Yeah.
playing. So,
Right.
All right, yeah. So do you want to play the game I prepared for you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. So this game, I don't know if we should make it worth a point for him or something. I don't know how well it'll do.
What are the consequences?
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions.
Questions?
Yeah. And the game is college football nickname. So a college football
mascot?
team, like the nickname of the
Yeah.
team. Taylor Swift song? Or Crayola crayon color.
Fair.
So
All
Cam
right.
notoriously knows nothing about college athletics.
It's true.
Probably even less about Taylor Swift songs.
Yep.
But he does like to color. What happened to our background? We stopped talking about fantasy football. It just turned off. Let's see. Philadelphia has 10 games left. And then Seattle has also 11. Looks like they have 11 games left. Okay.
All right.
You ready
Let's
to play?
hear it.
Okay. Purple Mountains. Is it a college nickname, a Taylor Swift song, or a Crayola crayon?
Crayola crayon.
That's correct. Yeah, that's that one right. Okay. Black Dog. College nickname, Taylor Swift song, or Crayola crayon color.
I think that's they're going to be a Taylor Swift song or a Crayola crayon color. I'm going to go Crayola crayon.
That's incorrect.
No!
That's a Taylor Swift song.
Damn. What kind of name is that for a song?
All right. Mean Green.
That's going to be a college.
It's North Texas.
Okay.
North Texas University. Okay. Lavender Haze.
I think that one's a song.
You gotta lock it
Taylor
in.
Swift song.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that one.
Doing pretty good.
That's not. This is better than I thought. Okay. Scarlet Knights.
College team.
Yes, because it's Knights. That's Rutgers. Good job.
Yeah.
See, I was trying to get you on the the Knights, you know?
Yeah.
All right. This is not as funny as I thought it would be. Golden Flashes.
Taylor Swift song or a college? Taylor Swift song.
No, that's the Kent State University Golden Flashes. Yeah. All right. Oh, no, you got that one wrong. Okay, so you are 1, 2, you're 4 and 2.
Okay.
2 to play. Green Wave.
College.
That's Tulane, yeah. All right. I pegged you at 4 correct. You got 5. All right, last one. Midnight Blue.
Crayola.
Yeah. That was maybe too easy. I thought this was hard. I don't know that I would have gotten all these right. Wow, that's incredible.
It would have been tough if I had to name the college that they are. Like
Yeah,
Tulane
well, come on, that's too much. But I'm surprised. Like, yeah,
those all had the overlap. I had to like narrow it down.
yeah, that was a fun part of my day right there.
Well done.
All right, good job, man. That's incredible work. All right.
Yeah. Lots of fun here. Fantasy advice. Well, hopefully you've got some fantasy advice here, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for week 4.
Sounds good.